What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And it's time to hop back into the old world and let Hashut rise some more. So over the last little bit, we've been pushing through the mountains and doing pretty well at it. I mean, Karakridrin is almost done. We do have the Slayer King at Mount Goodbad, and he's got a couple of armies here. They're mostly Slayers. They do have some Demogryph Knights and Knights of the Blazing Sun allies from the Empire. Does not do well for us. Down in the valleys where the Humies live, we've got armies going after Marcus Wolfheart, Marius, and all of the Imperial provinces. We have forces all over that are just crashing into them, and it's doing pretty well. That said, it's not going to be completely easy for us. We still have to deal with like Hergig, and yeah, their armies are a little bit big. It'd be nice if the vampire counts can make a resurgence, but I doubt that's going to happen. We're going to send our Skalderish, who's our kind of our custom lord for this campaign, and Skorigny. We're going to send them down to deal with Drakenhof and possibly Templehof. Depends on how we get into this fight here, because this is a pretty tough battle. And then we're going to send Astrogoth to the Griffin Wood, and he's going to have additional reinforcements. We have the generals around, so we'll see how it shakes out. But we don't have anything to do right off the bat, so let's just let the other nations go. We do have a couple of legendary lords up in both the mountains and coming up from the Ash Wastes to the south to deal with the Caledonian Elves. We'll see how it shakes, but it's not looking too bad overall. Alright, let's see what the Warhost of the Apocalypse wants. They want us to join a war against the Legion of Chaos. We are not allied with them. They're one single place, but they are on our back foot. So I don't really want to do that. 3,000 gold is not really worth the effort that we would put into dealing with the legions in our rear flank. Rear and flank should be two separate ideas. And the Dim Sun's attacking Alexandrov. Well, we don't really care about that place. We're making lots of money. It's working out pretty good. See how it works. Alright, so Clan Rictus is doing everything. A wall failed. There's some Confederation and a... We have another settlement besieged. Right, I'm not too worried about all of these. We can get Alexandrov all repaired up. Not a big deal. See how it works out, though. I'm distracted doing many different things all at once. I'm trying to get this recording out for this week. And we'll see how it works. But with Astrogoth there, Boris Toddbringer's there. Marcus Wolfheart went up that way. We might have to wait until after Astrogoth takes out the Griffinwood. Let our custom armies go back together. Alright, it's going to be a decisive victory. Now, I want to take the Griffinwood, because it could be a place that we could set up possibly a tower? Of course, with our Frostworm and our Skin Wolves, help there. Not really worth taking. We are going to lose a set of Dwarf Warriors in the process, but that's fine. have the Conclave influence to spare, so we might as well just make this a giant tower. And we'll go through and get all of our secondary buildings. We definitely want the Temple of Hashut. Don't need goblins there because they're not going to be as useful. Might as well get patrol routes. Now, Astrogoth, since he's getting leveled up, we have a bunch of opportunities to reinforce him. So let's get him a bunch of Dwarf Warriors for the next turn. Chaos Dwarf Warriors. But the dawi can kind of, you know, deal with the way we put it. So we'll get him standard die, and we can work on our other blue talents. And I think that our Tarok here can start getting Mentor to help out everybody else. And you just need one last point in Blade Master to be maxed out there, and then we can look at boosting income and getting you Mentor. Gorda's Backstabber. We'll get you Counter Striker, because you'll be on Slippery next. Get Dark Subjugation and get this guy all signed up with Scarred. No, let's get Always Ready. I want to make him a dedicated sniper. Alright, but with those three forces all said and done, Scalarish the Overseer can't recruit anything right now. But we can get... We'll spend a couple of turns, I think. Yeah, we'll get a couple of units of Infernal Iron Guard and Infernal Iron Sworn. Round out his roster. We might as well just... Ooh, we could get a Kadai Destroyer to add in there. Be 5 turns, though. We're only going to be here for 3, so let's grab a Bale Taurus there to help out. And he doesn't have much in the way of archers, so let's grab a couple more units of those. He's got a nice strong front line. And we'll grab... I think that'll be good for him for now. So they'll be set up. Essen doesn't really matter, but we can upgrade it. We have the money. This is where we have to be careful. I kind of want to draw out one of these armies. But I don't want to put us at risk next to the city because it still has a fairly good, Mount Gunbad. Huge amount of forces there, and we don't want to take it with a full Slayer army and a secondary army inside. Way down south, in the edge of the World Edge Mountains, we have Drazoth the Ashen, who's ashened up twice. They fixed that bug. It's a Pyrrhic victory, but we're not going to lose any units, and he's going to destroy a lord, the garrison, and everything else. So we'll take it, and take the city. I'll occupy as an outpost. Give us a nice little place to go off from. Get some more goblin forces there. We didn't lose any units, and we do have 2 frostworms in there, so it'll be great. He has Hellhammer all the way up to that. Okay, we'll get firing drills, and we'll get rally. Because Drazoth the Ashen is very much the Chaos Dwarf infantry unit leader. Okay, that was a lot of things. We'll get Terror for his. And we'll start getting some of these secondary abilities for our Castellans there. Alright, So the big key here, oh, that is Thorium Grudgebearer, and he's got a pretty banged up army. A lot of Slayers, the legendary Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, which I'm not too worried about. Apologies if you can hear the slurping. I am currently devouring some tea because I'm a little bit tired. Yeah, we might as well upgrade these since they are going to be part of everything. Upgrade Carrot Flag. We have a ton of resources, so we might as well just put them to use. And deal with it. The Griffin Wood. We can actually get control, or... You know what, let's get control for now. That's going to turn into a major place. Let's let the other nations go and see what ends up happening. Jagger the Slimed.
Stats ecus demarks.
Military access? No, we kind of want to be on the War Host of the Apocalypse's side, but we don't want to formally go to war with the Legion of Chaos. And somehow the Caledonian Elves are still alive, which is weird. Yeah, alright, and what's this? That's our convoy, and it's getting attacked by Reichland. Okay, that sucks, but we can deal with the consequences of that. It's not like we have any particular attachment to any one convoy. Took me a second to figure out what was going on there, but we'll deal. Right now the key is to wipe out all the Dwarven forces. So Karl Franz is on our western side here. Alright, there's lots we gotta do. Let's start with our research for this turn, and let's go Hobgoblin Quartermasters, perhaps? A living metal will give us more full Centaur ability, which will make Astrogoth's army work even better. There are a lot of Empire armies out here. If they all converged, we'd be in a little bit of trouble.
For all Hashut's gifts, he cannot protect you from Nalgal's love.
Okay, we've got... Are the Fecund Knights at war with the Empire? They are. So war coordination, we could try and get them to attack there.
For all Hashut's gifts.
Alright, so that should have it set up so they're gonna attack. Not one to rely on allies too much. This is kind of a conundrum.
Makazia Faumansi.
None of them are in march stance, which is a... Well, there's this army here. But that would put me right in the middle of all of these other armies. We could possibly take out Boros Todbringer. Let's come back to that in a second. I'm going to think it over while we're doing our other moves.
Draj da Baraku. Da Barak Udio Sopras.
Now, we can't engage them without engaging the city.
Beacon.
So it's kind of a stalemate on that front. Let's check with the Ashen. We got Thorgrim Grunchbearer and Thorhall as Gaul. So, yeah, lots of strong armies there. We're gonna need another army here, but we also gotta take out Spite Peak because, well, they did that. Now we're making 2858 a turn, so we could possibly support another army. Fortress of Borag does have some lords that we could get, so let's look at what we got for Lord of Hashut. Leadership one doesn't help us right now. Lure of Fire. Wins magic. Power Reserve. Needful, which is magic item and armor. Necessarily Cruel, Vengeful. Perfect Vigor, or income from raiding and income from sacking settlements. I think that's the one we're going to go with. Do the one thing that isn't fire for a change. Alright, so he's Stromny. He's a good lord. We don't have the capacity for any more of those, but we can start getting a Hobgoblin army up. Let's actually... Oh, that's the Tower of Jar, not what I intended to go to. Let's go to the Hellforge and see if we can open up some more warriors and some blunderbusses. We can open up warriors, but we're now really shy on...
dawi
those are cutthroats. Let's get a couple of cutthroats. 2 units of archers. So that'll start off with the next army that we got coming through. Don't want to push here just yet, but we do want to push up here.
Awanrag.
You know what? Let's give it a second. Oh, we do have another convoy we can dispatch. Right, because our other convoy got destroyed. We'll send you out. And... yeah, why not? We'll send you to the Great Hall of Greasus. No, let's figure this out. We don't have armaments, and we don't have a lot of cash. Yeah, I guess Great Hall of Greasus is going to be the best one that we can do. Alright, there we go. So we'll just let this kind of sort itself out. We'll see where the armies move, and then we'll deal with it. If the Fecondites actually come in and take Hergig, we'll be laughing. We'll probably pull some of the Empire forces away, and then we can deal with all the armies that are running around without any spotting on them. We cannot join the war against the Western Provinces, but you're getting smacked, so that's kind of bad. We'll see how it works out. I mean, we are very, very overpowered compared to these. We can decline the attack. Yeah, let's decline the attack, because we can't win that one. It might let us catch the last city unoccupied. Then they'll have to do capturing cities and stuff, which will reduce their forces. Again, I apologize for the slurping, but tea is kind of keeping me going right now, because I'm pretty tired. Girlfriend's cat decided to assault me. And he knows who he is. So when you hear this, because your mom listens to the channel and I love it, we'll deal with you later, Mr. Kitty Cat. And there's our other army done, our other caravan done. So I'll have to send out another caravan. Is this an opportunity here? Boris Todbringer might have just given us what we need. Alright, this might be a bad idea. Let's get our generals as close as we can. Make sure that they're in reinforcement range. And then take on Boris Todbringer. A close victory, but that eliminates 2 Empire armies, including Franz. I'll take it. And we'll take the army replenishment. Alright, so that helps us out a significant amount.
Asumor Angas Lock. Tot Kristas Wanas.
And if we get these armies
Sepusan Sominu.
as close as possible,
Dish Hashut Ankor.
Astrogoth can wipe out this army, the army replenishment. That leaves Talabheim and a lot of the Empire open to assault. That just significantly routed their forces and gave us massive, massive advantages. And on the next turn, we are taking Drakenhof and Zufbar and Oakhammer and going up into the mountains to deal with Karak Drin. Okay, so Jartan the Black. If we do this right, we should be able to knock the Slayer King out of contestation. Okay. It's gonna take a little bit of finagling.
Pasardu Adugal Ula Hurry. Of Sepuzan Suminu. Hashut.
A close victory, but a victory nonetheless. And removing him from the equation. Okay, we're having a good turn right now. We'll get Unyielding Command too. We have a lot of people that have all leveled up, so we'll just have to go through them one by one. What army do you have? You have a bunch of hobgoblins. So let's go with, yeah, let's go with Flesh Sacrifice as well. We'll grab the Taruk, get training in there, get those units trained up. Now, we're going to have a straight shot right at Mount Gunbad. We'll be able to take it. They have 3 units of Demigryph Knights, though. That's a little disgusting. Looks like the cousins of ours to the south there are pulling back. We'll occupy that as an outpost. Get some money coming in. And only one of our Castellans here got a level, so let's get this other special ability. And while we're down here, let's check out Stromny and see if we can get him some more goblin units. Astrogoth. Let's see, spoilers, raiding and sacking, we can do that. He is Taruk. Hashut scales just to avoid any magic damage that might come. The Castellan should be all but done. Get him a second point of mentor now that we can. And let's get... None of these really help. Alright, well, let's get boost income. Because he just happens to be passive in the area. And we'll look at these guys while we're here. We got lost Logistician. Hergar is a lot of hobgoblins, so we'll get those. Fire lines don't really matter that much. He's not getting that. I guess Hellforged Ordnance would probably be best. We can get him some war machines later on. Scales and Slippery. Pretty much at this point it's just get all of the points and mirror all of our legendary lords, our heroes and all that. They're gonna basically be the same going across. We'll just finish those off for right now. Doesn't need to be much bigger. Alright, so that's all done. this really matters. We're gonna leave that there because we might have some financial issues later on. We did lose a convoy, so let's go and try and find one of our big one. Add him in. And we don't have the armaments right now, but we do have money. We don't need raw resources. We could use some... labor, though. We can always use labor. We don't need the outposts. Oh, and they have Ulrika. Very cool character from the Gotrek and Felix novels, which I really suggest you give a read. At least up until the end time stuff. I mean, I liked all the way up to Dragon Slayer? I think it was. It's really good. Military alliance. Now you're at war with the right people, and you have no other allies. So yeah, we'll take a military alliance with Scarbrand. Exiles of Khorne, yeah. We don't really care about Essen. And they did not take Essen, they just sacked it. But Essen's also in a place where it's going to cause attrition. Not attributes, attrition to the Empire forces because we have a lot of chaos corruption there. So it's going to do pretty well. All the forces of order right now are suffering badly. And I am so not worried about all those places. They don't really matter. Ooh, there's a Rebels Dwarf army. We can just repair these and keep going on with our lives as if we intend to continue. Alright, so. Is this Balthasar Guild? It is. Those are two fairly solid armies. I mean, Skalderish is becoming valiantly overpowered. Now, the Feketites, I don't know if they're going to do that. Can we get to Krugheim? Better yet, can we get to... I wasn't really planning on coming through and devastating the Empire forces up here, but we have the chance, and with all of them kind of phased out, as in we destroyed those armies and cost them time at the very least, let's just... We'll take Talabheim, leaving Hergig open for our allies. We do need more. Oh, we don't have the weapons right now to do the next one there. We'll take Tyrannical Decrees. And our manufactory, we have more abilities for our ranged units, which we don't really need right now. Now, this is where our question comes into play. I'm pretty sure that if we go back to normal stance, we can catch Helmut Furback. But we also want to get up into the mountains as quickly as possible. Carrick Drin, we definitely want to take over and make a hotbed area for us. We're losing money right now. Let's try and deal with this Empire army. He's probably going to retreat. We'll go through and we'll take Mordheim, and then we'll swing back around towards the mountains. Alright, the question is, can we get you close enough to reinforce? And now if we take Mordheim, occupy you as an outpost. Oh, that that was one of our missions. We got 1,000 coin from that. I'm
I'm
not too worried about where our coin's sitting at right now, because, well, duh, we have lots of money. Then these armies can come back and deal with the Golden Order wherever we go. So much stuff that we have to do all at once, and we have a lot of armies on the go. So let's get these armies on the march. Oh, Burlock Stonebeard, a lot of gyrocopters coming in hot on us. If we can take Mount Gunbad, that'd be nice, but we have to deal with that Dwarven army now. Alright, we can get Thorium to go back. That'll let us retreat with these guys if we need to, because they've got two armies here.
Would do this. Stop that.
Scalderish the Overseer. Lots of hardened infantry. We've got our King Conduit. So yeah, let's start getting towards all of our support abilities. And you've got Arcane Conduit, so that works out. And we'll get you another rank of Hellhammer. Gotta love Savage Orcs. I mean, we have Prague and Kislev under our control, so it's not too big a deal. Let's just let the other nations go, and we'll see what they do. And we'll try to corral them as we go. Alright, are you gonna break your treaty with us again, Tretch? Oh, we'll actually take that. That's gonna do us pretty well. I mean, Tretch is the ally in giant air quotes, taken with a huge grain of salt. Alright, so taking out Thorium and his little buddy there, a little bit of a risk, but Tretch is the ally that we can focus on the most. He has the major bonuses. Wow, I can talk. He gets major bonuses for breaking treaties and alliances. So, yeah, we gotta watch out for that little rat man. I don't think he will. At least right now. Because, yeah, we surround him on a lot of fronts. Pirates of Sartosa are gone. Convoy's been completed. Okay, you're just gonna maintain your siege.
Tassadu Ardugal Ula Hurry. Drumta Orcs.
Alright, we'll just get him. No, let's get him last. Always ready. Astragoth. You're gonna lose a lot of Chaos Dwarf infantry, but that is fine. We'll occupy this as a tower. That gives us the ability to reinforce. Take some Infernal Guard. Alright, that'll get Astrogoth back in the good books for Dwarven Infantry.
Dis Hashut encore.
Last point Tyrant. Yeah, if we can get down Unbridled Cruelty, it'd be great.
Awanrag.
Filling out all of his abilities. Let's get our second convoy on the go, because I'm going to forget otherwise. Use our current amount of weaponry.
Stroll, Uri, Dakuas ta Elgram.
And we'll make sure Skalderish is in a position to get reinforced too.
Ut Ultron, Sasan, Unzul.
Alright, the Empire is kind of recovering here.
Not likely. I will not obey.
Armies are definitely
Absolutely
less
not.
important. Now, up in the mountains... we still have the dwarves coming in there. Let's let Zatan the Black engage Mount Gunbad. If we have to fall back, we fall back. Is it just him, or did it counter our reinforcements? So we'll just let the siege go on there. We might have to draw that army out again. Now, way down south. Not that far south. Drazov the Ashen has done us a fairly good job of dealing with everybody. I swear I can talk really well, and it's great. Just a little bit of a dork, so we're actually gonna pop you into reinforcement stance, and we're gonna get you another unit of dwarf warriors. Is there any way we can? Let's check the Hellforge. There's no way we can up it for there, but we can get you two to come through and just take these, well, this dwarven settlement, Karak Azul, and turn it into a Chaos Dwarf stronghold. Alright, again, just keep getting all of the different skill points that we need. I could probably do this faster if I use the... really do it at the top of the screen, but... this is another one of our convoys, so let's just get hard... let's get Inspiring Presence, actually. Give leadership over to the units. Alright, so our other leader here is gonna level up.
Drastrom.
Dung heap, and we can repair the village, because don't need to worry about it. Get that repaired. Volkmar the Grim is right there. It's gonna take us a little bit. I think we're gonna call it a little bit early for this week, guys. We're getting very close to the end of this campaign, so I need to get set up for what we're gonna be doing next. But if you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.